So how exactly do you think of your YouTube channel name? You're just starting a channel and you want to think of a name, a branding, an identity to associate yourself with. Today, we're gonna answer that question. My name is Nathan and this is the Blueprint channel, and I've been doing YouTube for about 12 years. I run a popular channel called Unspeakable, multiple different channels, and today I want to talk about branding. How do you think of a channel name? How do you think of a good channel name? So what we're gonna do is first, I'm gonna share with you my story of how I came up with my own channel name, and then I'm gonna give you 5 tips that you can hopefully adapt, and it will help you think of your own channel identity, branding, and name so you can start your YouTube channel. So first, here's a story of how I did it. Now, when I first started my YouTube channel, I wanted a unique name. I didn't want to go with something very basic, and when I started my channel, I was going to make Minecraft videos. That's one important thing to think about, is what type of videos you're going to make, because that might change your name. When I was thinking of my YouTube name, I started writing out things that I wanted and things that I didn't want. And one of the things I didn't want is I didn't want a bunch of random numbers or letters at the end of my name. Like some people will do Mr. Gamer 220 or something random, and I didn't want that. I just wanted one simple word to identify myself with. So what did I do? I actually grabbed a dictionary and I started just writing down and highlighting tons of one simple words that I thought were interesting. I would mark down words like invincible, hamburger, undefeated, unbeatable, unstoppable, and then I saw the word unspeakable. And it just kind of stuck with me. Out of all the words that I wrote down, it just clicked with me. And I knew that this was a unique word. I don't hear people say this word very often, and it's kind of cool. So then I named my first YouTube channel Unspeakable Gaming. I put gaming at the end because it was going to be a channel about gaming videos, specifically Minecraft. After I started making about my first 15 videos, I decided that I need to make some sort of identity, some branding. What is my character going to look like? I don't even think I had a profile picture when I uploaded like my first 10 videos. So I began to look online at tons of random Minecraft skins and try to get inspiration. And I found this one super funny skin called Big Mouth Guy. And it was basically a Minecraft skin with the mouth right under the eyes, and his mouth went all the way down to his feet. And I thought it was funny, it was super unique, but the better part about it is my name is Unspeakable, which means not to speak. But my Minecraft skin and my identity is a massive mouth. So I thought it was kind of contradicting and it was kind of funny, so that's why I decided to go with it. And then over the years, as I made more and more YouTube videos, people started identifying my skin as a frog. I didn't really know what my identity was. I was just Unspeakable, and my Minecraft skin had a big mouth, and that was my branding. That was it. But a lot of people started commenting, "Hey, Unspeakable, are you a frog?" or "You look like a frog." And I just ran with it. I was like, guys, I'm a frog. My favorite character is a frog. Unspeakable is a frog. I am the frog man. I started talking about frogs more in videos. I started making it a part of my brand. I even made frog type of merchandise, all types of things. And it's funny because I kind of let my audience decide my branding. I picked my name and I picked my skin, but they kind of decided what I was. So it's not like that for everyone, but now I want to share with you my 5 tips. If you're stuck on branding, you don't know what to name your channel, these are my 5 tips. Also, one more thing before we get into this, branding is super important. A lot of people brush it under the rug and they think it's like, oh, you know, just think of something random, but it is super important because branding is how people are going to remember you. My name was Unspeakable, my character had a big mouth, and a lot of people would remember me because of my big, crazy mouth. They thought it was funny, they thought it was unique, so they would remember me because of that. So branding is something super, super important. Don't think about it forever, you know, because you can always change it if you want, but it is something very important. My first tip is to make your branding similar to the content that you produce. Usually your channel name or your branding is going to align with the type of videos that you make. So for example, we have Daily Driven Exotics. The name of the channel is because they drive exotic cars every day. So Daily Driven Exotics. Brick Science is the name of this guy's channel, and he makes creative Lego experiments. And Legos are bricks and it's science. so there goes the name. Then we have the Slow-Mo Guys, very simple name. It's the name of a channel that makes videos in slow motion, so it's the Slow-Mo Guys. All these guys have names directly associated with the type of videos they make. So that's tip number one. If you're making a certain type of videos, how could your name be the type of content that you produce? Now, obviously this gets a little tricky because you might change your content, right? So if the Slow-Mo Guys started uploading gaming videos, then it might be kind of weird, unless they did gaming videos in slow motion. Tip number two, you can make your branding your actual name. Now, some people don't want to do this because they don't want to reveal their name online, but there's tons of creators that have done this. You have Casey Neistat, for example. You have Mark Rober, Carter Scherer. You have Ryan Trahan, Roman Etwood, even my good friend Preston. Preston is his actual name, and Preston is his actual YouTube channel. So you don't have to use your full name, obviously. You could just use your first name, like my name is Nathan, so I could make a YouTube channel just called Nathan. So all these guys just made their name their branding, and I think that's a great option to start a YouTube channel. Tip number three is to make it funny, kind of like what I did with the unspeakable and then the big mouth. But there's tons of creators that have really unique, funny names, and some of these guys get them from their gamer tags when they were growing up and playing Call of Duty. But like, for example, we have PewDiePie. PewDiePie, the name PewDiePie has really nothing to do with the content that he makes, but it is a very unique name. You also have someone like Jacksepticeye or Markiplier. These names are fun, they're unique, they're creative. I don't really know how they think of these names, but if you have a certain name that maybe your friends call you that you think it's funny, then maybe that could be your YouTube channel. Tip number four, make your YouTube channel something that you like. So maybe you like a certain type of animal or a certain type of car or certain type of event or something. That could be the name of your YouTube channel. One of my good friends, George, his YouTube channel is Moosecraft. He decided to call himself Moosecraft because he loves mooses. Mooses are his favorite animal. And then he put craft at the end because he plays Minecraft. And then another one of my good friends, his name is Shark, and he loves sharks. So that's what he decided to name his channel when he started it about 12 years ago. So if you have anything you like, it could be the name of your YouTube channel. Tip number five, you can add abbreviations. Your channel could be an abbreviation instead of a name. A great example of this is my good friend Preston. His first channel was actually called TBNR. That was the name of the channel, which stands for The Best Never Rest. That was his channel. You have other creators like ZHC. So the ZH is his name, and then you have comic art. So you have Zach Comic Art. Then you have someone that's a little more advanced. This is FGTV. This actually stands for Family Gaming Teams Extraordinarily Entertaining Videos. That is a mouthful, but that's their name, and they have millions and millions of subscribers. So you could have some sort of abbreviation. Maybe it could be a combination of things you like. So you could be like, my name is Nathan, I like mooses, and I make gaming videos. So my abbreviation could be NMG. That's my YouTube channel. And then maybe someday it will become something. NMG will be known as something. You got to understand that branding in the beginning just sounds dumb. Like when I thought of the unspeakable name, I liked it. I did like the word, I liked the name, but it had no meaning to it, right? Because the channel didn't have 10,000 subscribers. So once you build meaning behind it, once you have an audience behind that name, it starts to become more important as you grow your YouTube channel. So that's all my tips, but another tip is to not overthink branding. Understand that it is important because it is how people are going to remember you, but don't overthink it, because at the end of the day, you gotta make some YouTube videos. You can't sit all day and just figure out what your name's gonna be. Like I mentioned, as you begin to grow your channel, your branding and your name will have more impact as you grow a following. Now, since I've been doing YouTube for nearly 12 years under the name of Unspeakable, I have thousands, actually millions, tens of millions of people that have commented the word unspeakable, that have said the word unspeakable. So the name Unspeakable has real presence, real meaning behind it. But 12 years ago, when I thought of the name, it had nothing behind it. So it didn't seem very important. But today, I would never change my YouTube name. And that's basically all branding is. It's a meaning behind a word. And when you first think of it, it doesn't have a meaning because you have to put the meaning in there by uploading hundreds of videos and building an audience. But hopefully this answers your question. Hopefully this helps you think of your brand new YouTube channel name. And also, be sure to click the subscribe button, guys, because we upload videos here every single week on the Blueprint channel, teaching creators how to build valuable attention, how to get get views, how to make better thumbnails, how to edit better, everything under the sun. This is my mission to help you guys become successful creators. And all I'm asking is to subscribe. It's free. So I'll see y'all next week.